Hello. Today we're going to look at an old physical culture exercise with a bit of a more martial or combative character, specifically from the German gymnastic school. These exercises were done with a short, light wooden wand, as you see here, which was capable of faster and more agile actions as compared to the other types of wands that were around during the period and which we've covered in previous videos. And I've been very excited to do this episode, which I've been preparing for quite some time, because rather than just performing the repetitions like we've done in past episodes, this time we'll be performing the original complex sequences from the period, timed to the original music, which I feel brings us a step closer to really understanding what these old school physical culture exercises were all about. To explain further, so if you look at a lot of the old antique books during the period on wand use, they're basically school teachers' aids or syllabi, and simply give a long list and description of the different positions. However, these texts give only a very limited view as to how these positions were applied, because the physical culture teachers of the time looked upon these many different positions much like a composer looks upon notes of music. In fact, they actually created sequences at the time which they referred to as gymnastic compositions. These elaborate sequences would then be performed by massive groups, sometimes numbering in the thousands or tens of thousands, at gymnastic festivals, which you see here. With some difficulty, I've managed to track down a number of these old sequences. They were printed often on old posters or in old brochures, as you see here, which were distributed to the various schools and chapters which were to perform the exercises in them, as well as in old German Turner magazines, as you see here. In examining these sequences, it becomes clear that one of the key benefits of these exercises lies in the transitions between the positions and in the progression of those transitions, because these poses were not held static for a long time, like in yoga, nor were they performed at random, but they were combined into a specific order to achieve certain physical and mental effects. The German school of gymnastics, in particular, elevated the use of such wands to a high art, exploring all possible motions and positions that could be applied to them, including serpentine-like holds, twirling and flipping, swinging, striking, and thrusting techniques. To give you an idea of the breadth and character of the German school, for today's video I have selected a number of sequences from the 1890s and a few decades beyond, and combined them into one single sequence, which shows the variety of wand positions, footwork, and techniques used, a sort of greatest hits. Fortunately, the sources are very specific about the timing of these exercises, because they were intended to be synchronized perfectly with music. Now, as to the so-called combative aspect of some of these exercises, as they were described at the time, as I mentioned before, you'll see some swinging, striking, and thrusting motions in these exercises. The authors of the historical treatises explain their inclusion as follows. Quote, "The choice of exercises must always take into account the character of noble masculinity," end quote. And, quote, "If in the calisthenics it is necessary to maintain a firm and powerful representation of the movements, this is especially true of the wand exercises, which are the case with boys and young men more than other forms of exercise, intended to make one aware that he is wehrhaft, or able to defend oneself or put up a fight," end quote. So the idea, in part, seems to be to instill a martial spirit and confidence in the young practitioner. However, it's important to note that while drawing inspiration from the martial arts, these motions have been altered, adapted, and repurposed for the sake of self-development, rather than self-defense. For instance, in the last segment performed today, you'll see me go into a striking position while balanced on one leg, which would be a very silly thing to do in an actual fight. But in the context of the exercise, it forces you to develop balance and various physical and mental qualities. The wand exercises are classified into two major groups: posture exercises, which are done slowly with a deep inhalation. The previous long wand exercises we did would fall into this category. And the other category is agility exercises, done with lightning fast changes in position. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So what was the point of the instantaneous transitions? Now, why did they do that? We're going to take a look at just one of many examples. One of the many common transitions which you'll see in these sources is from a sideward fallout position, like this, which is a pretty stable position, very hard to fall or go off balance with so wide a base. And from here, you will suddenly transition or explode into a cross-step position. The explosion out of a position of great stability into one of very little stability with a narrow base, while easy when done slowly, makes it very hard not to overshoot or undershoot the position when done fast. So it helps develop control and equilibrium, as well as precision of movement and positioning under pressure. And by the way, regarding the quote I read about noble masculinity, I'm going to reveal something at the end of this video about the source of these exercises, which I think you will find quite surprising. So after seeing this, some of you might wonder, what's the whole point of this? Is it as good as a strength building workout as lifting weights? No, it's not. Is it as good as cardio as you could find elsewhere, preparing for a marathon, doing a long run? No. Is it the best flexibility workout? No. Is it the best agility workout? No. But what it does is all of those things, and in a pretty condensed short period of time, 8-10 minutes. So in that sense, I think it's extremely practical and relevant to today. Those of you who are involved in a traditional martial arts, who do katas and things like that, I think will probably appreciate what is going on here. Although this is not a kata, it does cultivate similar things such as focusing on precision of positioning, precision of movement, skillfulness, agility, self-control, all those sort of things. Something definitely I will be doing more and more of in the future, and doing different versions, different combinations and types of exercises within this same school of German Wand. And regarding the source of these exercises, you might be surprised to know that some of the more combative looking ones were actually intended for seniors. Yes, old men. And the very last one I did, with striking motions, was done by women. Proof that these Turner exercises really were for everybody, even those types said to cultivate noble masculinity. If you'd like to know more about these exercises in even greater depth and how they are done, please consider supporting us on Patreon, a link to which can be found in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.